Hello and welcome to this week's Marketing Mix. I have got with me today the lovely Yvonne Gorman of Essential Print Services. Yvonne is going to, well, we're both actually going to talk today about Small Business Saturday and why we think it's so important for small businesses. And Yvonne's got a lot of experience in this area. She's been involved with Small Business Saturday since it first started in the country. So lots of really good advice to give. So what I'm going to do is pass over to Yvonne and just ask her to give us a little bit of an introduction to herself and her business.
Hello everyone watching this live and on catch up. My name's Yvonne. I'm the CEO and founder of Essential Print Services based in Derby. This year we're celebrating 10 years in business, which is amazing. I could not believe we've got this far, especially
That's
through
such an achievement. Really well done.
I always thought to myself way back when I started, if I get to 10 years, I'm doing okay. So I'm doing all right. It's absolutely fine. Yes, and like I said, Manel, we are based based in Derby on Pride Park, and we can help people with business cards that need really urgently, right through to roller banners and help with really big signage and exhibition panels. So everything in between, basically.
Brilliant. I mean, I've worked with Yvonne on a couple of client projects, and I have to say that she's very efficient. So definitely look her up if you need anything. Jo's just joined us from my party box. She's one of this year's Small Biz 100.
Oh, wow. Hi, Jo.
Yeah. So if you're watching live and you've got questions, do tap them into the comment box. I will pose them to Yvonne and we'll try and answer them together. But the first thing really I wanted to kick off with, Yvonne, is that you've been involved with Small Business Saturday since 2013.
Yeah.
How has it benefited your business?
Wow. To think back from seeing a tweet on a really cold November Sunday evening in 2013 when it first started and thinking, do I really want to get my laptop out again after a really hard week at work? But I thought, you've got to be in it to win it. It's worth it. At the time, they didn't require a video to enter. So it was just a written entry. So I thought, I'll just do it. And a few days later, I got the email to say, you've been chosen as one of the Small Biz 100. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. But what does it mean? Oh my gosh, what have I just signed myself up for, And then next minute, I'm being whisked off to Downing Street and I'm meeting with some amazing people, all like-minded small businesses, which is amazing. And I've said plenty of times before, when I'm in a situation and I'm thinking to myself, am I really round this table? Little old me, round this table with really important people. How did I get here? I can track back almost every time for me sending in that tweet and being part of Small Biz 100. That's the impact that it's had on my business. But as you know, Manel, it's all about getting involved, isn't it? And putting the effort in. I know people that have been Small Biz 100s and they've done nothing with it. Then they've said, nothing really happened for me. Well, I'm not surprised because you did nothing with it and you've missed out on such an amazing opportunity. So definitely don't think it's not for you, because it definitely is for you. And Manana and I were just chatting earlier about it is a focus on retail for Small Business Saturday, but I've been working, our businesses, Manel's and mine businesses are all B2B, business to business companies. And, we can celebrate it too, because we are also small businesses.
Definitely. And I think you touched on a good point there in terms of getting involved. And I think it's like with anything in life, you get out what you put in, and you get given this accolade. And if you don't do anything with it, then, it's never going to benefit you or your business. And I think at the very least, just even connecting with other small businesses is just such a good thing to do, because it helps you discover other businesses, but people who perhaps are having the same struggles as you, or can help you that bit further along than you and can help you to avoid some of the pitfalls that they've avoided. So just generally get involved with small business, even outside of Small Business Saturday.
And let the team at Small Business Saturday know what you're doing. So in the early days, if I was organising an event or tweeting about it, I'd always tag them in, always let them know what I was doing, which also helps them know, actually, Yvonne's making an effort over there. And I don't think it's any surprise that out of I think it's 15 Small Biz Saturday champions, 3 of them are from Derby. There's myself, Owen Conti from Code 56 and Sarah Gatford. There's no coincidence that 3 out of 15 are from Derby.
Well, and Derby's such a hub, right? I'll just jump ahead to one of my questions, because you've managed to build quite a lovely community in Derby, and I know every year I look at the Small Biz 100 and I try and pick out which ones are from the Derby area, because there are always some. So how have you done that, and sort of how have you brought everyone together?
Just shouting about Small Business Saturday and how amazing small businesses are, consistently shouting about it. Even when I'm busy with my own business, I'm finding the time to shout about the initiative and the campaign. Every year, Derby has always had a celebration on the day, on the Saturday, in some way, shape or form. And the year after I was chosen, I was asked to help Derby City Council with their celebrations. And then I sort of took over from their organisation. And we've had, as you can see in the background, this is a picture of me in the Derby City Council chambers. There's hundreds of people in the background. And I'm in the mayor's chair. Chairing the meeting, and out of these doors here, there's a whole marketplace of people either displaying their company or selling their wares, and there's some really important people. Every single one of these people are important, especially the small businesses. There's some dignitaries in that audience, and there was little old me on the mayor's chair going, it's Small Business Saturday, and this is me, this is my journey. So it's taking the idea and bringing everyone together. And I thought that most of these people were B2B companies, and I thought I won't get them out of bed on a Saturday. There's no chance. But they came, and we had workshops, and every year we've done something similar. We've had a year where we took over Derby Market Hall, a really historic place in Derby, and for the first time in years, we had every single stall full of a trader. We offered the empty spaces free of charge for small businesses to try it out for the day. We had talks, we had a workshop, and one lady who usually sells online, she actually made £500 that day in a free market stall. So to see all the market stall traded, it was full. It was really good. And now our new home for the celebration, the past few years, was the University of Derby's Enterprise Centre. And the University of Derby have been so supportive, and hope, fingers crossed, we'll have our venue with them again this year in some way, shape or form.
Brilliant. That sounds amazing. So we've touched a little bit on what Small Business Saturday has done for you. But if you're a small business that's not in that Small Biz 100 community, why is it so important for you to participate?
It really does firm the spotlight on how important small businesses are in our economies, our communities. People that maybe can't get to the city rely on, the smaller independent retailers, and they also like to get to know people. You get more of a, friendlier service from a small business, I feel, anyway. You get to know them, you get to know people behind the counter. I think that's really important. It's just making sure that these people who are working all hours God sends to run their business and to provide something on the high street or in their village and towns get support from us. Small businesses are incredible. Many of them are family businesses as well. So if they go, the whole family gets affected. So it's so important, more than ever after lockdown, to support small businesses.
For sure. I think you've raised a really good point there about service, because I think the past 18 months, if it's taught us anything, is that the service you get from small business is second to none. And I've kind of been at the receiving end of customer service from bigger businesses in the last 18 months, and I'll tell you what, it's left a lot to be desired. So I think just generally we go above and beyond because we really do care about our customers. And Small Business Saturday is a day designed to celebrate every single type of small business, whether you're, you know, a hairdresser on the high street, or you know, you're a printer working on a business park,
a baker, a candlestick maker, and all those amazing businesses. And because we're small, we're agile. Whereas the bigger businesses, they take a long time to move, change. Whereas, you know, hello lockdown, right, change something now. If we've got an idea, we can go do it now. If something in the political climate, economic climate changes, we can react to it really quickly, and that's the beauty of it.
And that's, I mean, even not lockdown. I remember when I got the email that I was chosen to be in Small Biz 100, and it was, I remember it really well. I was sat in my kitchen downstairs because I didn't have an office set up at that time, and I just got out of my chair and jumped up and down, started screaming. My husband was like, "What's going on?" So after I calmed down and told him, I was like, right, screw up the marketing plan. Let's get another one going, because it was like a whole different plan. And I did that in an afternoon. And big businesses can't do that, right? So they're kind of like that big, you know, Titanic tanker, and we're the little sort of jet ski that can just navigate those waters really.
You know, and big businesses, they have their place, but if someone in that organisation and of a huge company wants to get involved with Small Business Saturday, well, it will take a lot of effort to get everyone's investment, won't there? Everyone's sort of enthusiasm, because where it's small business, everyone's enthusiastic about it, and you drive off that.
Definitely. Graham's just asked that you know, he's got retail premises normally open on a Saturday. How can he get involved?
Oh gosh.
And I think
I would definitely hit social media hard that day, by retweeting everything that you see on there. A little retweet game when you're going on social media. It's so busy on Small Business Saturday with social media. It's just exhausting, but it's really good fun.
Definitely good fun.
Like you say, Graham, you know, promoting your 3 websites, and maybe have a special page for Small Business Saturday where people can go to. Maybe you could run an offer or a discount, or even just like a little fun quiz or a puzzle that people can get involved with.
Maybe even maybe a quiz that the prizes come from each of the 3 of your websites, so people win something that you sell, and that just gives them an idea of what you do, and perhaps they'll come back again and
you could do something like this Small Business Saturday happy hour, and remember your sparkly jacket.
Yeah. I'm not sure how Tom will feel about stealing the sparkly jacket. But yeah, definitely, Graham, get involved. The Small Business Saturday website has all the logos and stuff that you will need. Definitely use the logo. There's always a marketing pack every year that you can download. There's generally a poster that you can print out and put in your window. I printed mine out and put it in my front room window. So I don't have a job,
you never know who's going to walk by. You just never know.
So do get involved. Head over to the it's Small Business Saturday UK.uk to their website, and don't forget to put your create a profile for yourself, because they've got their small business finder, so you can actually go on there and look for small businesses by postcode and by category. So get yourself listed, because it's all free. If you do have any more questions while we're chit-chatting here, don't forget to put them in the comments. So we touched on B2Bs, because when people think about small business, they definitely think about the high street, and particularly the last 18 months where so much has been shut. But there's no reason for business companies, people who sell to other businesses, to not get involved. Why do you think that's important? Why do you think we should get involved?
well, our small businesses, the B2B ones, also support the B2C on the high street and vice versa. We need each other's services. So, why not it be one big happy family to celebrate this amazing day? And we've mentioned plenty of times before, Manel and I, about it's not just the day, it's all year round. And I do every year, I urge people to make some sort of change to their shopping habits. Pledge to do something as simple. I think the famous one is one that says, is the example that's used the most is, rather than buying your flowers from the supermarket, get them from a local florist.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of local florists now are doing home deliveries. They had to through the pandemic, so that they've got the functionality there. So utilize them, use them as you were going to use, the well-known online shop beginning with A. Use them as you would do that other company. And just think, before you press the buy now button, think, can I get these products anywhere else on my travels over the next week from a small business? And if you can't, then fair enough, press the buy now button. But before you do, just think, am I going past a hardware store? Can I get my batteries somewhere else? Can I, get my pet food from a local pet shop rather than going to the automatic place? Just changing that habit, isn't it?
And it is just one thing at a time, right?
Yeah.
And it's definitely, just change one little habit. And since because of last year, so many small businesses have gone online, and you can buy so many more things from their websites from so many more small businesses that actually it's not really any different to going to the big A, is it? You're just finding that website and buying right off it, because people had to make changes to the way that their business worked.
Absolutely.
So it's definitely got a lot easier to buy online from small businesses.
And sorry, Manel, go on.
No, I was just going to say that last year, Enterprise Nation did a really great, over the Small Business Saturday weekend, they had a Christmas market online, which I'm hoping that they're going to do this year.
Yes, they
did. I bought every single one of my Christmas presents from that Christmas market.
Small Biz 100 does get a little bit expensive sometimes, because I try and buy something from everybody. For instance, I bought some pre-mixed a selection tin of from York Gin, who's this year's Small Biz 100, and I put in the little note section in the order notes, congratulations on being this year's Small Biz 100. You're going to find it amazing. Need anything, let me know. And because they've seen the note, they put me a free little mixer in. I was like, that was worth writing a note for. And that's the sort of personalised service we spoke about earlier. Definitely. Would you have got that from a big online retailer? Probably not. But because you had that service, and the person probably packing the box is the same person who entered Small Biz 100.
Yeah.
They've got that invested interest in it. And also, I was going to say, Manel, if you do know of a local shop that, perhaps you don't know whether they do delivery or not. You don't know. Just pick up the phone and ask them, look, I want to buy this thing from you. Can you deliver it to me? Oh, we don't really do delivery. Well, can you deliver it to me? And I'll pay a bit extra with, and support them that way. Small businesses have got to make it easy for people to find them and also to do business with them.
Absolutely.
We've got WhatsApp. We've got various different ways clients can contact us and order from us, because that's the way that the customer, wants to contact us. I can't say, no, you must do everything by email. That's not up to me. That's up to the customer. If they would prefer to WhatsApp me, they can WhatsApp me. It's absolutely fine. So make it easier for customers to contact me.
Definitely. I'm a prime example. I invariably message Yvonne on LinkedIn.
Whichever way, whichever way you want to fire it at me, that's fine.
I think it can be a little bit unwieldy, but I mean, you just got to get a process in place to manage those things. But once you've got that, and you're right, it's about giving your customer an easy route to buy from you, because the more hurdles you put in the way, the less likely they want to buy from you. So you just need to make it as easy as possible, and help them get to that point where they press the button or hand over their credit card or however they're going to.
We've got a client We've got a client who orders a certain number of things regularly, and they just phone me up and say, Yvonne, can I order some more letterheads, please, same as last time? Yeah, no problem. That's it. That's all he has to do.
Yeah.
They can do that anytime.
Yeah. And that's it, it happens with me with clients in bit. Like, I'll either get an email or they'll pick up the phone and go, I want to do that thing that we did last time. Okay, leave it with me. We'll make it happen.
All you have to do, I will do the rest of it. I'll sort it out for you.
There you go. Richard's just, if you're looking for things to buy, first of all, Richard does wax melts, and I'm telling you, they are value for money, because I bought some on last year in December, and they're still going.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it is a much friendlier experience buying from small businesses, because you get that personality, right? You get that interaction, and you think sometimes if you're on a messenger with a small business, you think that you're talking to somebody in their fulfillment or whatever. And Albert from Fifth Dimension Chocolate told me this last year, that he helped someone rang in to get help to order from their website. He wasn't very IT literate. When Albert told the guy that he was one of the co-owners, the customer nearly fell off his chair. He thought he was talking to a customer service person. It's like, no, I own the business. So
I own the place.
But you get that friendlier service. You get to speak to. It's not a faceless organisation, and I think that's why. I mean, you and I are quite used to doing this, but our faces are plastered over everything because we are the faces of our business, right?
Yeah.
And that's important. I think it's important for people to understand that they're buying from an individual, not a massive organisation.
I think that can be quite, on the flip side of that, Manal, I think that some people might be a bit intimidated by it as well. When I had a team, there were some clients who preferred to deal with my colleagues rather than me. And there's only a few of them, but I think there's not everyone likes to deal with the boss.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. But, most people do like dealing with, the person who owns it, because they can make the quick decisions.
So in the last sort of few minutes that we've got, what would you suggest if people think, I'm a bit overwhelmed and I don't know what to do? Are there any quick things that people can do to get involved in Small Business Saturday?
Like I mentioned earlier to Graham, making some dedicated space on your website, or maybe it's an Instagram highlight where you can put all the things that you're doing about Small Business Saturday in one place. If customers are following you, then they can go straight to that for more information and inspiration. Have a think about, mentioned earlier, again to Graham, it doesn't have to be giving away money. I know small businesses have been hit hard over the past 18 months, and every single penny counts. So maybe give away, if you can, a bit of your time, a bit of your expertise. Maybe give away I don't know, maybe like I said, like a puzzle or a quiz, make it fun and interactive. We've just been sponsoring the Derby Ram Trail, which just finished in Derby, and we had our own ram. And our way of giving back was to say, look, if you took a selfie of you next to our ram and post it on social media, that way they're advertising us as well to their audience. We'll put you in a prize draw to win a night out for two in Derby, and all the businesses that I'm choosing to be a part of that night out are all small independent businesses. Yeah. So it's win-win. You're advertising me, I'm helping you. So think about, if you can't give away your a discount or your products, who can you collaborate with to make something a really worthwhile giveaway? Can you bring some people together to say, right, as a team of small businesses, we are doing this together. So who wants to win it? Maybe that's another way to think about what you can do for Saturday.
To your point about social media, I mean, if all you have time to do on Small Business Saturday is to share posts from other businesses, they're really going to appreciate that. Everything, any kind of helping hand that you give is just so important. So at the very least, just get involved on social media, maybe in the days leading up to Small Business Saturday, on the day. I know that the hashtag trended at #1 in the UK last year. It does every year. But you know, I don't actually do anything on the day. I typically, well, last year I didn't because I was too scared to go out. But I typically will just go into local businesses in and around. I've actually most years have done my Christmas shopping on Small Business Saturday and gone to different small businesses and bought from them, and taken a snap with the owner and put it on social media and like to promote them. And last year I did a couple of Facebook lives. So I mean, just even if it's a small thing, even if it is, you know, taking the Small Business Saturday logo and putting it on your website and raising awareness of that, I think any small thing is worth doing. Just to
any small thing makes a big difference.
Exactly. And I mean, just getting involved, I think, because I've been part of this community. I think even if I hadn't been a Small Biz 100, just being part of a bigger community of small businesses has really helped me, not in the sense of finding clients or in that sense, but just having, you know, knowing that other people are in the same situation as me and are facing the same challenges as me. And you don't, when you're working on your own, you don't feel quite so alone. So I think in that sense, it's such a great thing. I think Richard's being a bit cheeky. Yeah, Yvonne. I don't think so. I think Yvonne's lovely. I don't know what those people are talking about. I did want to just, I've got Yvonne's website here. So like, if you think of anything that you would like promotional goods wise for Small Business Saturday, I really recommend Yvonne's services. So I'll put that in the comments. So do visit her website and order things from Yvonne, because she is a small business. And the last thing I'm going to mention, I've been promoting this quite a lot, but if you're not sure how to pull together your marketing for Small Business Saturday, there's a webinar for that. So it's next week. I'm doing an hour, and I was just going through my slides yesterday, and I was thinking, if I didn't know what I was going to do, this webinar would be perfect for me, because I'm telling you, by the time you leave, you'll be like, that's my Small Business Saturday plan. So get yourself booked on. If you're in my Facebook group or on my email list, use the links that I sent you, because as you know, you get perks from being in those two places. But do book yourselves on. It's going to be chock full of good ideas about how to pull together your marketing plan. So if you've got that big idea and you're not sure how to promote it, come along. In 2 weeks' time, I've got Rachel Howarth, who's a sales expert. And I always think, to me, marketing and sales go hand in hand. I'm not a sales expert, so why would I talk about it? I'm bringing in someone who knows what they're talking about. So 2 weeks' time, Rachel Howarth, she's going to be giving us sales tips, and particularly sales tips for B2Bs. So people who, like me, are coaches or some kind of, you know, selling to other businesses. We know that I find it challenging selling to other businesses. So tips around that. So do join me then. I want to say a big thank you to Yvonne for joining me today. It's so many good ideas. Keep an eye on Yvonne's social media, because I'm sure she'll be sharing other good ideas, and maybe you can take a lead from what she's doing in Derby to help your business.
And as always, if anyone wants any help whatsoever, please do get in touch, whether it be from printing through to your business. Manel and I are here to help you.
Definitely. So get involved in Small Business Saturday, and I will see you in 2 weeks' time. Take care.